welcome back to the kitchen table of Silver Surfwax for Silver Surfwax Sunday. And guys, it's been a long time coming. I've been waiting for this for a while, and here we go. We are gonna have a nice unboxing of 1,000 dimes. We got 1,000 Mercury dimes right here, guys. $100 face value. I had this on order 5 weeks ago. And believe it or not, it was from my local coin store who needed to count it out. They didn't have Mercury dimes in stock. They had mixed dimes. And the gentleman running the store agreed to separate that out for me way back 5 weeks ago. And I picked it up today, and you won't believe the price I paid for this. I paid $15 face, and this was back when I was frustrated to pay $15 face because I had been previously paying $12. I paid $15 face. Guys, silver's at as it stands right now above $29 an ounce. This means that I'm seeing $24 face, $25 face, and even $26 face value for Mercury dimes out there on the bullion dealer sites. And I picked it up today, I paid for it today at 15 face. I could turn around, sell these dimes right off the bat and profit $700-800 just on this purchase alone. I'm not going to do that because obviously I was very explicitly looking to work on my silver dimes project, and I'm getting dangerously close with this $100 face value. So I'm super excited. So what I'm going to do here is I just clean these up, like did my little rinse. Don't do this at home, but I washed my coins just in a little soap and water, and just to get the dirt off. We got to get the Rona off of here. In fact, probably got some Spanish flu 1918 virus off of here too. So who knows? But cleaned up these dimes just to get the stickiness and the awfulness off of there. And I'm going to go ahead and count these up, see where we're at. I saw a few Barber dimes in here, and I saw something odd. I'll see what we have later, and a couple of Roosevelts. So we'll see how we fared on this purchase, and it'll take me a little bit, but for you it'll be one quick hot second. So be right back with you, and let's count these up. All right, I'm back from the count, and this was unexpected. So if you've watched some of my other Mercury dime videos, you know that when I've gotten $100 face value bag, which is 1,000 dimes, I usually get about 60% of them are from the 1940s, and then the remaining 40% are from the 30s, 20s, and teens. But in this case, I had very few 1940s. I only had 32 dimes in the 40s. This is so odd. And in the 20s and 30s, I had the lion's share of the dimes. It's almost as somebody went and picked out all the 40s, because that would usually go near half the table or 3/4 of the table in the 40s, and then I would have much fewer 20s and I'd have about the same amount of teens as you might see here, but I might have maybe 100 or 150 in the 20s, and then like 300, two and a half in the 50s or 30s, and then all the rest in the 40s. So this was a little bit surprising that I got so few in the 40s. And if you want to check my previous videos for that. So yeah, I get the impression somebody must have sorted through these and picked out all the 40s. And in addition to that, I got quite a few Barber dimes this time. So I got a 1903 in there, a 1909. There's a couple of 1911s in there, and so pretty cool. I love getting the Barber dimes, and the fact that these dimes are, more than 100 years old, 110, 118 years old. That's just pretty sweet and kind of a bonus. In addition, I also got 8 rosies in there. So, I didn't want rosies, but I got some, which happens. I see that every so often. And I did get one slick. I just couldn't read the date on that puppy at all, which is kind of common or expected in this situation. But what I haven't ever gotten before is a Canadian silver dime with this little fish on the back here. And I got to look up what that fish is. I've seen this before, so I know that this is a Canadian. It says Canada on it. It's a Queen Elizabeth on the front here, but pretty cool. Let me see if I can look at that. Oh gosh, I can't even get this in focus. Come on, baby. The date on this one. Where was the date? Can you see that in the video? It's hard for me to tell. It was some like bicentennial thing. Let's see. I need to hold that still. Yeah, here it is. Okay, sorry guys. Oh my gosh, I can't find the dime. Where's the dime? There we go. Can you make that out? So you got an 1867 to 1967. So some sort of bicentennial similar thing. I'm sure that's a 100-year dime for Canada, but I'll have to look that up. It's kind of interesting. Never had one of those before. So when I totaled this up, guys, out of the $100 face bag, I'm supposed to have 1,000 dimes, but when you take 57 plus the 418 plus the 485 plus the paltry 32 in the 40s, very strange, plus 9, plus 1, plus 8, plus 1, I end up at 1,011. I have 11 extra dimes in here, and that is very surprising. I've had situations where I've been shorted a few dimes or got a couple dimes extra, but 11 more dimes than I expected. That is great. I mean, it's great for me. I feel bad a little bit. I don't know if I should notify them of their error and say, hey, you gave me too much. You were way too generous. But I did get 8 of these rosies and a Canadian puppy that I wasn't looking for. Looking to finish my Mercury dime project. I'm going to still be shy about 180 dimes, I think. After this, I'll count it out again because I'll put these guys away and I'll figure it out exactly how many dimes I'm short. But I think I got another 20 face value. So I might have to buy a 50 face value bag, or I might just have to try to get Mercury dimes to get me to the 7,000 mark, guys. But I'm so close. I can feel this. When I get 7,000 Mercury dimes, it'll be a happy day. That'll be 500.5 ounces of silver in dimes, 7,000 dimes. So anyway, there's the count. Pretty surprising. All right. So I finished counting and sorting and by date and mint mark, and I'm ready to start putting everything away. I've put many of the full and half full tubes from the 40s, 20s, and teens away, and I'm finishing up putting these tubes from the 30s away. So the one thing that I noticed is I didn't have a single rare or semi-rare coin, collectible, from the key date coins out of this bunch at all. So I think these definitely were searched like I had suspected with the 40s. So, just nothing in there at all that was interesting or that I could even add to a tube that would be one of these more rare key dates. So there it is. Let me go ahead and put this away, and I'm gonna come up with some new counts. So we'll get the new count together. Coming right back at you. All right, I've tallied up the final count so far, and here are all of the sort of groupings of 50. So I've got 12 times 9 times 50 groupings of 50 here, 50 full rolls, which gives me 5,400 dimes in this grouping. And then in this grouping, this is kind of not the quite full groupings of 50. There's still, items here, this one's got 45, this one's got 49, I'm missing one. But I also have a couple of 50s, full tubes right here, but I don't have a big grouping 50. And if I count up all of these together, all of these year, date, and mint marks, I come out to 1,414. And so if I take these two numbers and put them together, I am just shy, about 100, less than 100 dimes shy of 7,000. But, or actually a little more like 200, wait. So, but if I take my books and I count the books, and each book, this one has 72 mercury dimes in it, this one has 73 mercury dimes in it, this one has 74, and this one has 76, and I add that all together, and lo and behold, I have achieved over 7,000 mercury dimes. So that is, I did hit a milestone there. I've got 7,109 mercury dimes in my possession. I don't really count the books though, so it's a little bit cheating on my part. I would like to get a full ammo can full of mercury dimes, so I'm not quite there, but I am really close. I'm really close. And I would like to have all 50 full tubes, all 50 full tubes, $5 face tube filled as well. So my hope is that I will acquire another about $20 to $25 face value in mercury dimes, another 250 dimes, and that should put me over the top there, but it may not fill every tube. So that will be sort of the next challenge, is to get an ammo can where every single tube is filled. You open up the ammo can and there is 7,000 dimes even in 50 $5 rolls, 50 per tube, and that's it. And then I'll have the miscellaneous junk silver in another can. Just I want that solid ammo can. So I've got a little ways to go there, but it is kind of gratifying to achieve that that milestone of knowing I've got 7,000 mercury dimes. If I wanted to, we could throw them all in the can and say it's done. But we'll get that in another purchase. And for now, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Silver Surfwax out.